video game music,
Hmm.
but I can't do that because you're part of the desktop audio.
I could just mute my mic for a while.
That would be, uh, that would be. Did you hear the fucking air horn?
No?
Okay. We're off to a great start.
Go ahead.
Also, we're live.
Oh, already? Did you do the test you wanted to?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That was sneaky. I didn't know you were doing anything.
Okay, now I'm pressing enter on all my social media.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, here we go. It's the Twitter one is the best one.
There's already people in the fucking chat, dude.
Hey!
You wanted to start off with like music and me being muted.
Shit.
It's already too late for that.
Shit, I actually don't even have it open. Hold on a second. Oh wait, no, I do. Ha! Shut up,
Oh
Mark.
my god.
Hey, Marcus. How you doing, baby? Hold on a second. Let me get the pop out so I don't have everything open at once. Okay, it sounds good though. Cool. So, how you doing, Marcus? We're gonna start once a few more people get here.
How about you just play the fucking game? You don't need to wait for people.
I feel
That's
rude.
how I used to wait for people too. Then I was like, no, just fucking. I'm just gonna play the game.
I get. Well, that's because you're a rude boy.
Am I?
You're a rude boy. I'm glad
I
that you're
can't
fine,
believe it.
Marcus. Everyone used to. So here's a fun fact. Everyone used to think that my real name was Marcus,
Hmm.
like in middle school, and it's one of those things where because you're a child, it just pissed me off
Oh yeah.
to no end, and it was like the most arbitrary fucking thing. It didn't
Yeah.
matter at all, but it's just like
Mm.
my name isn't Marcus, and it's like it's not like that's a. They're not calling me like fart face. It's it's not
Yeah.
it's
No,
not that big a deal.
I had the same thing because my name is fucking like Maximilian. You know, people are like, "Oh, are you rich?" I say, "Fuck off!" I got so mad about it. But like, that'd be great if I was.
That would be great if I
That'd,
was.
that'd be so good.
Oh my god. I'm gonna bring down both of our volumes because we're light. Just I can tell we're gonna be this boisterous the whole time.
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah, whatever. I'm gonna start.
Okay.
Um, oh man, I love this scene that I have as like my GIF for when I start these streams. The one where Vivi like falls flat on his face.
Oh, he's a beautiful boy. I'd kiss him on the lips if he had any.
Oh my god. Hold on a second. Let me bring down the fantasy. So, how's the audio balancing, Marcus? The only person who is here, as far as I can tell. Um, is there anyone else yet? Also, Sophie's at my door. The viewer list is currently unavailable. Okay.
Great. Very good.
That's not what I want. Also, okay, hold on a second. Sophie!
A
Child!
funny dog.
Small girl, where did you even go? Where are you? What do you want? What? You wanna come? You wanna come hang out? You wanna come hang
Know
out?
that
You wanna stand
me
in
and
the
you have
doorway?
some quality
You wanna
time
stand
chat. I can't ask how you're doing because Mark already did, but I'm gonna ask again. And give me a different answer because it's a different question. Hi, dummy.
Hi, I'm back.
Cool.
I don't know why, in general.
Does anybody?
No. Sorrow, how do you prove that we exist? Maybe we don't exist. BB, calm down. You're like a baby. It's okay.
I love you, V.
Dilemma. Having sworn fealty, must I spend my life in servitude? You know, my first impression when I saw that image was a lot more serious than what Steiner would eventually become. Do you even know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Load game. I don't even know which file it is anymore. But, you know, like if you wait around in the start menu, it'll start showing all the main characters and their corresponding virtues and moral issues that they tackle throughout their story. And for Steiner, it's servitude, and it portrays him in a very serious light. And then like, you know, you just gotta see him, and it's like, nope. No.
No.
No. He becomes serious, though. He earns it. But
yeah,
he's a great character.
All of them are good characters.
There's not a weak member in this cast. Even Quina. I really like Quina in his own special way. But,
I feel like the only game I can really say that about besides this one is Chrono Trigger.
That is definitely another really good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seriously. They're all great.
Even other three, like, I love the characters, but they're kind of underdeveloped.
Yeah, yeah, you just kind of stop. Like, this is a common problem in a lot of these kinds of games, where, like, after a certain point, a lot of characters just kind of stop talking to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And, yeah, that was kind of a problem in Mother 3, really. That was something that I did notice, and it was, like, the one thing that dragged down the otherwise really fun middle part of that game.
Yeah.
But, oh, and I just want to clarify something. I am doing the Hunters Challenge right now at Lindblom.
I don't know if I remember that.
That's when you, like, run around town and kill shit, and you, like, died and failed horribly in Freya 1.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, for those who don't know, this... Oh, by the way, this is Max. Oops.
Hi. That's okay. Doesn't fucking matter.
Also... You matter to me. Jesus. Anyway, Max also streamed this game, and you should go watch his streams. He's funky_billiards on Twitch, and he's very cool.
Wow.
So, like, two things I need to say about his Final Fantasy IX stream. One, he's very funny, and you should go watch him. Two, holy shit, I have never backseat gamed so hard in my life. I've never seen a man get so much wrong. But so today I'm gonna win the optional little thing that he fucked up.
Oh, it's okay. I had a good time. Fuck you.
Yeah. It's okay to just have fun. Like, the thing is, so here's something that's really funny about this little challenge is you only get bragging rights rewards and, like, changes some dialogue later. But at the same time, like, it's actually better to let Freya win, because the reward for Zidane is, like, just this, you know, just a little bit of gil. The reward for Freya is, like, a rare piece of equipment that teaches really useful abilities and absorbs an element.
Oh.
So, you know.
That does sound good.
Yeah, and I mean, you had it, and it came in handy, like, in your playthrough.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It's okay. You don't have to be a min-maxing asshole like me.
Well, not even just that, but I forget, like, most of the stuff in that game already. That was about a year ago.
Yeah, well, it's time for a fresh playthrough.
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
But, and this time, just enjoy it at your own pace and don't worry about an audience.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you feel about, like, playing RPGs in general on stream when it's, like, your first time? Because I've always been a little nervous about that.
Yeah.
For, like, complex games.
Complex. I'd say just don't.
Yeah,
I'd say don't, because
I'm pretty
especially recently, there's a streamer that I really like. Just tried playing. What is it? It's something. It's more like a visual novel than a game. like people really like it, and they were like spoiling things in the chat, and people were like
Oh.
getting banned for spoiling things.
Shit.
And then, but it still wasn't enough. So he was like, I'm just not gonna stream this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And aside from that, it's just, I don't know. You're not getting the intended experience out of it, you know?
Yeah.
So I would say just don't.
Yeah, that's like what's so tough about it. It's like for anything that's like super duper story based, that should not be your first experience of it.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it like, you know, didn't ruin the damn thing for you.
Oh no, I still loved it. I
Like,
cried at the end.
Yeah. I mean, but you know, like there were definitely like little things that you just like missed because you're balancing chat.
Yeah.
But industrial district. But I'm the lead, baby. It's not gonna last. Freya is like unstoppable in this.
Freya's fucking awesome, dude. I mean, Rachel.
Yeah. Oh, I have words.
Listen to me.
It's silly, and she's like the least silly character in a silly cat. You could have named anyone else like a silly name except her.
I didn't make up the name. It was Zidane.
Yeah, as a joke. Like this tragic ass character is just like, oh my long lost love. I finally reunited with you. Rachel.
Rachel. That's her name.
Okay. Are you recording while streaming? No, I don't. I don't really have the strength. But
Oh, do you just download your archives again?
yeah,
Okay.
it outputs at like 720.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not ideal, but
Right.
I don't have infinite file capacity as well. I need to buy another fucking terabyte soon. I go through so much stuff.
I need to download some Wham.
Yeah, tell me about it. I wish I could push a button and have more RAM. Let me tell you. I really do. But, it's so funny how, like, the reward for all this shit that I'm doing right now, by the way, is just bragging rights and, like, a key item that does nothing. Which is, like, the reward for half of the things in this game.
Oh, dude, did you do the thing? Yeah, I did the thing. Good.
Look, it's a picture and some funny text.
Yeah. That's a good enough reward, I think, though.
Yeah, it's enough. It's okay. Like, honestly, I
But,
love...
like, what the fuck else is it gonna be?
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's like, oh, here's a super overpowered item that's, like, impossible to balance.
Seriously.
But, you know, bragging rights is fine. Also, just, for me, like, just make side content interesting in and of itself, and if you give someone a badge at the end, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't really matter.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
Yeah, and the side content is mostly pretty fun in this game. Fuck Tetramaster. That's about it.
I don't even know what that is.
That's the card game.
Oh, that's why I don't know what that is.
Yeah. You probably played it like 3 times for that frickin' like mandatory story thing. I don't get it. Okay, here's my question. Now me being me and playing this game the way I do, I actually never lost that tournament, so it never became a problem for me.
Oh.
Did you have to win?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If I lost, it start me at the beginning again. That's why it took me like 2 hours.
Oh my god! I didn't get to that part.
It's pretty bad.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the hell were they thinking?
I really don't know. I do not.
It's like, yeah, you know, I don't know. Every now and then in games like this, it's just like, man, they made a really good game, but then but then there's just like, you know, this shit in the corner that someone really probably should have picked up. Like naming Garnet Dagger.
Yeah.
Here's like the most well-written female lead in the franchise. Dagger.
Dagger. I just kept her as a Garnet.
I can respect that. like, to be honest, when I was a kid, I think I was tempted to do that, but I also realized, like, it's funny, even as a child, I was just like, but then there are going to be things that I don't understand in the story. Because, like, people will refer to her as one way.
Oh, I see.
And I thought it was really, and looking back, it's really funny that I thought about it like that when I was literally 10.
Right.
But I think that was my thought process.
Sure.
Vivi's in the lead, Jesus.
It's just such a bad name, Dagger.
Yeah. You gotta think very carefully about names.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna trance me and it's gonna waste time.
I think my least favorite part of the fact that she wants to be called Dagger is that there's, like, no significance to it whatsoever. She says, oh, Zidane has a dagger, I want to be that.
Yeah. Oh, shit, I missed it. Okay, whatever, I don't think I need that. I hope. It would suck if this is what kills it for me. Let's see. I, like, just missed the Fang that chases Vivi, and I hope that it doesn't fuck me. But I'm pretty sure it can't, because once you beat the Zagnal, it's like, no one can win. Uh-oh. I might be fucked.
I thought you said you were good at this game.
Hey! Mister. Hold on a second, let me check.
What?
Is this, like, actually a thing that just happened? Am I boned?
I can't believe you're terrible at this game.
Huh. I might be boned. Let's find out.
Let's find out together.
Oh, nope, I'm not. I'm good.
Oh.
I'm good at games. The timing is weird for this segment. Damn, you're ugly. You have to save kids from the Zagnal because this festival is stupid and awful if you think about it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Why do... Okay, it's just like, you know, you go through this whole game and Regent Sid is this benevolent ruler. He lets this shit happen. How benevolent is he?
Yeah.
Do I want to steal everything from you, or do I just want to move on with my life? I don't know. This is the dilemma of playing through this game.
Well, think about it this way. If you were in real life and you saw this thing, what would you do?
I'd steal from it.
Okay, then there you go.
I would go up to this elephant pig with, like, chin tusks, and I would, like, try to steal its belongings.
I think that's a good idea.
We need to heal friend. Okay, whatever, I'm cheating a little bit. I fast forward a little bit.
Now.
I fast forward
Mark
a little
is
bit.
cheating.
I have to steal. I have to steal.
Uh-huh.
I'm only cheating to steal. It's different.
I'm sure.
Like, for the record, I'm only hitting the fast forward button. I just don't want people to sit here forever. I don't even remember what he has.
What if he has nothing at all?
No, he has things that I need.
Like what?
He has, like, a really good weapon for Quina.
Oh.
That I would like to have. It's not important for him to have a great weapon, but it is, like, so much better than the default.
Right.
Also, again, wasting a trance. In a lover's trance.
God, no lover's trance.
I remembered your meme!
I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah. This guy does a lot of damage.
The chat says they want to be here forever.
But Mark, we want to be... Okay, then enjoy. Yes, I got the important part. I think I can move on with my life, but I'm not sure. Hold on, let me check. I have 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this competition.
Oh.
But let me steal valuables.
How much more time do you actually need?
I don't know. Because I have, isn't carrying anything. Okay, cool, we can kill it. Freya is so gonna get credit for this, I just realized. I don't even know how this works. Okay, so here's a weird thing, right? Freya helps you fight the final boss of the competition. But it's like, Zidane actually says, let me get the final hit, because otherwise I lose the competition. And Freya's like, you're fucking ridiculous, but okay. It's a pretty funny scene.
Right.
But, it kind of makes me wonder, like, is it possible to have Freya still win?
I mean, if you, like, defend with Zidane, probably.
I kind of wonder about that. Gee, your friend is strong, Zidane. I know, she's the best character. Man, I could have beaten...
Who do you think is the best character?
Huh?
Who do you think is the best character in this game?
It's Vivi.
Vivi, yeah.
He's literally one of the most well-written characters in fucking fiction.
That's fair. I guess I agree with that.
Like, he's incredibly well-realized and just great. He's good. I'm like, there's nothing bad to say about the guy. The winner is Zidane, 201 points. He's a big, strong boy.
Yatta!
That was marvelous. Uh-oh. I have to do a silly voice. Hold on.
Here you go.
That was marvelous, all of you. 201 points, congratulations! That's Minister Artania's voice.
Oh.
And this is Regent Sid. We grant you the Master Hunter and your reward. Some gil that you could have gotten by beating 3 normal monsters. And a key item that you can just kind of look at if you want. Congratulations, Zidane. Thanks. Regent and then tonal shift. Please forgive my intrusion. I bring urgent news from our king. The king of Barmecia? Sire, you must not let him see you like this. Take a good look at him. An injury has blinded him, and yet somehow he wandered into the royal hall. It's best not to think about that. Continue. Our kingdom is being attacked by some unknown force. We are severely outmatched. Please send reinforcements immediately. The enemy looks like an army of mages wearing steeple-crowned hats. Steeple.
Stepple.
I just said, oops.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up! The king and I are old friends. We will send reinforcements to America.
Yes!
Immediately.
Thank you! I was gonna mention that.
Thank you, Regent. The king and all of Barmecia will be most grateful. I must return now. Oh. Oh boy. Well, I love this part of the game so much. I mean, it's kind of redundant for me to say that, because there's nothing in this game I don't look forward to.
Right.
Viewer list? Okay, there we go. Viewer list is working. Almost no one is here. Cool.
That's okay.
That's okay, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Guys, spread the word if you want, I guess. Hold on a second.
Or they can just enjoy what's here.
Yeah. I know, I want people to enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, because of the freaking festival, there are hardly any men left in the castle. Because we have this horrible tradition that is awful. I kind of wonder if Bronn was aware of this and took advantage of this festival, now that I think of it. It's basically perfect timing, like it's impossible to not see the connection there. It's little things like that that make me appreciate this game's writing a lot.
Yes, but would she have any way to know that Garnet is there to begin with?
Where else would she be?
Anywhere.
Well, no. I mean, like, where else would she want to go if not the only other nation that has a person in power that cares about her safety?
Okay, that makes sense.
But it also has a lot less. It has a lot less to do with Garnet and a lot more to do with the fact that she's waiting until the only nation that could intervene in her plan is inconvenienced.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? That's a good point, because why else would they have the festival in this game at all, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a fun little diversion.
It's fun, but you know, Chekhov's gun and all that stuff.
Yeah. No, this doesn't concern you. I like this scene a lot because it's kind of Zidane's establishing character moment, actually. What's this? I'm a stranger all of a sudden? I've always pictured him with an extremely light New York accent.
I did too! I did too!
I'm not, like, a little bit different than the one that you did. Just a bit.
Well, I can't pull it off.
Oh. I'm not gonna sit back and watch while a home gets destroyed, alright? Thank you, Zidane. He's a good boy. And so is Vivi.
Oh.
But it establishes Zidane really well as this very empathetic character. It's funny how, like, just a little change in dialogue can make this kind of character work really well. Because I feel bad for talking over this story, but oh well. It's a commentary. Don't let this be your only experience with this game. Go buy it, for God's sake. It's really good.
That's why I'm not gonna stream Mother 3, because like it's my favorite game, but like I don't want to talk over it. That defeats the point.
Pretty much, but I don't know. It feels worth it. It's a good conversation starter. But
oh, sure.
I also like. It's a cool moment when Zidane actually agrees with Steiner. In terms of, you know, Garnet should not get involved in this. But, I don't know. Like, there's just so much to unpack in every scene. Just, like, the way that, you know, how like, ignorant is Garnet about the severity of the situation versus how much does she accept that and still want to intervene? Like, how much is Zidane and, like, are Zidane and Steiner just kind of underestimating her?
Right.
And you can interpret that, like, either way. And, like, they both make sense.
Yeah.
And I always feel like it's a bit of column A and a bit of column B. But,
I don't remember the game well enough to continue that very much, but
Yeah.
I'll keep it in mind when I'm playing through again, because that's something I wouldn't have thought of myself, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a thing with, when a story is this well written, you can just dive into it over and over again. Here's a fun fact, I didn't mention this on stream, anyway. I'm playing this game on my own time, and I'm ahead of this playthrough. Like, right now. And I'm not getting bored of this at all. Because without fail, I still keep on noticing new things every time I play it.
Right, and you've been playing this for how long?
I've, you know, when it first came out in 2000, I think I was 9 years old, actually, when I first played it. Yeah, I would be 9. So, and I, you know, I play it once a year, basically. And I usually play it to completion. I've completed it at least 10 times.
Okay.
At least. It's probably more like 13 or 14.
Sure.
But, and I have a feeling I'm pretty sure I'm gonna complete it like twice in a row. Within a month of like, each other because of the way that I'm doing it right now. And here's a great scene. The food is poisoned!
Oh, I forgot about that.
How could I be so careless? I'm starting to feel sick. Ah! Forgive me, princess. I should have tasted it for poison. That's impossible. There shouldn't be any in your dish. I remember when I first saw her say that, I'm like, whoa! Garnet, what the fuck?
Right.
What a plot twist. The actual villain all along. Just kills everyone in, like, the middle of disc 1.
Oh my god. That'd be wild if she, like, actually did.
Oh my god.
What would they do? That would just be the end. Credits roll. Garnet won.
Okay, guys, I want a fan fiction on my desk.
Oh my god. I'm sure it's already happened.
That would be amazing.
Garnet
What a
only run.
concept. Garnet only run because she murdered everyone else.
Garnet percent.
I have to make my own decisions. This is why I lean more towards underestimating her. In terms of, like, you know, Steiner and Zidane. But,
Yeah.
This is another great scene from Steiner when he just says, you know, you must it's like, this is the first time he ever defies an order from royalty. When she says, like, you know, you need, like, you know, I need to go do this. And he says, no, you do not. You must never experience war as I have. And it's a great line that, like, all of a sudden... like, Steiner is almost 100% cartoony. He's still, like, likable because he's a goofball. But this is, like, probably the first line that really humanizes him.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But it's a great moment.
Because just hearing you say that out loud, I was like, oh, I felt bad for him.
Yeah, because it's a real frustration.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Garnet responds in kind by, like, actually arguing her piece and just saying, you know, I do understand the danger, I do understand what I'm getting into, and that's why I need to do something, because I'm one of the only people in a position who could possibly influence my mother.
Right, exactly.
And, you know, it's like, that's what turns Steiner around. He doesn't just respond to an emotional appeal, he's like, yeah, very well.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It's a very good moment that establishes a much more significant bond between these characters than just, you know, guard and charge, basically.
Right.
What?
No, I'm just...
What?
It felt a little aggressive towards the NES games. Which is completely founded. I just think it's really funny.
I didn't mean it that way, but...
No, I know. It's just funny to me.
It is funny because that's totally the kind of trope that they're playing with.
Yeah.
Like, this game is as much a loving homage to the previous games as it is trying to improve the hell out of them and acknowledging all the problems and cliches that existed in the previous games.
Yeah.
And they did a pretty good job.
I'd say so. Because, I mean, especially with just the designs themselves, you can look at anybody and say, oh, okay, they're this class, this is what they are.
Yeah.
It's so...
They just grab that iconography and play with it.
Yeah, it's interesting how much it is generic and also incredibly inspired.
I'm sorry, what inspired?
It's generic and inspired at the same time, which I think is really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's very much playing with the idea of iconography.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why I keep on telling Corey to play this game, because he loves iconography.
Right.
But I don't know how much of his art you've seen, but he is a master of iconography.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of it.
And reworking it. Like, he's very into silhouettes and stylization.
Yeah.
And I think that he would get a kick out of this, especially since he does now have a bit of a catalog of these kinds of games under his belt. Mainly with Bravely Default, but that's a very good place to start.
Is
So,
that what
game-
console is that on?
3DS.
Ah, okay, that's why I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, it's an excellent game.
I've heard the music is really good too.
I mean, holy shit, dude! It's that's one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. It's just, the whole thing is great.
Yeah.
I was really sad when they didn't get the same guy to compose the second one.
Is he at least just as good?
No.
Oh.
Feels mean to say that, but no. And like, that's a general consensus. Everyone feels that way. It's like, it's not like it's awful, but one hell of an act to follow.
It's not what could have been.
Yeah. I believe that the guy just didn't want to be, become known as the guy who makes the Bravely Default series soundtrack.
That's a good point.
And yeah, again, I can respect that.
But at the same time, you look at someone like Yoko Shimomura, and it's like, oh, damn, okay. So Kingdom Hearts, yeah, but also all of like the Mario RPGs and all this other shit.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts just made her name well known. Like,
Yeah.
she's been in it forever. It's interesting, like, how so many of like the most iconic musicians in Japanese media are like all women, and I only recently learned that. Like so many of them. Like, I'm talking about modern media.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
yeah.
like historical, but
Right.
in terms of like anime and movie soundtracks, like Jesus, it's like disproportional.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But no, it's just great music, and it's very eclectic. A lot of different influences. I wish I knew her name off the top of my head, but there's this great jazz musician who also does some big band music. And she made the soundtrack for Cowboy Bebop. That's probably her most famous thing.
Oh.
But
I still haven't seen that.
yeah, it's very good. It is very good.
I feel like that's the general consensus on it. You can ask anybody, like, is Cowboy Bebop good? And they'll say yes.
Yes, very much. Very, very much. I guess I'll make another one of those things. Yellow scarf. Also, this is the part where I am, like, showing my true colors as, again, min-maxing asshole.
Right, sure.
Like, I remember, I don't know, like, one of the things that, like, made me backseat game the hardest with your playthrough, and it's totally, like, it's not like it's actually, like, I'm mad at you, it's not like that.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But, it was like, oh, you poor fuck, you're gonna have so many problems.
What was that then?
Just managing accessories.
Oh, I see.
Like, that was a consistent issue.
Yeah, I didn't really figure out the fact that they were important until quite a while in.
Yeah. There's also, like, this one very specific problem with the way that the accessories work.
What's that?
Or really all the equipment. And this is something that, like, no one really figures out for the most part. Unless they look it up. I'm gonna demonstrate this for chat. But you see how certain equipment raises those 4 stats: speed, strength, magic, and spirit. The thing is, if you have these things equipped and they're boosting those stats while you level up, they will eventually start contributing to your actual character's level ups.
Oh.
And it's a slow process, but you can use this to effectively min-max the shit out of your characters even further. And it's not like it's something you have to do, because this game is not that hard, and it has a lot less to do with stats and grinding as opposed to abilities and team composition. But just the fact that that's even a thing is like... I don't know. I don't even know why they would include something like that.
Yeah, I mean, is it really that useful in the long run, or like, why would they do that?
It feels almost like a glitch. And I feel like it can't be, because it's like...
That's not how numbers work.
Yeah, like... I mean, I guess it could be a glitch. I don't know how the system works, but that sounds so intentional to me.
It's very specific, yeah.
But I don't know, I always thought that was kind of interesting. And I do play around with that a little bit. I only really do that to catch up certain characters who otherwise fall behind a little bit. Which only happens with, like, 2 people.
Sure.
Let's see. I also really enjoy how these characters are balanced. Master Hunter Zidane, sir, if you need anything, please let me know. Damn it! This is the guy you wanted to win! And he says, damn it, under his breath. That's great. I completely forgot about that guy. It's like, I don't know, little things like that.
Sure.
Are like the only things that really change when you win things like this. But... Oh, if you talk to this old man twice, the silly old man, first he says, go away, I'm trying to remember what I have to do. Oh yeah, I have to go take a dump.
That's good. That's good dialogue.
That's actually what he says.
That's good dialogue to put in a video game, I think.
I very much agree. Oh, Freya, what things do you get?
Are you gonna have a character in your game who needs to use the bathroom?
I mean, probably all of them at some point.
I mean, as a gag.
I don't know.
Wait, are you... Hold on.
It's not something that I have...
Are you actually going to make a functional bathroom for your characters?
It's not something I was thinking about. I think I might have it, like... So I was gonna do this thing in, like, another game. And I might, like, implement it in this one. Where, like, you go into, like, the locker room or whatever. And there's, like, showers in the distance. And, like, you can hear people, like, whistling different tunes in the showers. And they would be, like, you know, different songs in-game.
Oh.
That the characters are whistling, just as a cute little, I don't know, bonus, I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
But, bathroom, I don't know. Doesn't seem particularly necessary to me.
At least let someone vomit. At least.
I know, right?
Guys, what the fuck is Max talking about? You hearing this shit? What is he talking about? Is this a fetish? Like, what is this?
As a minimum requirement, the game needs one person to throw up.
I don't know if I agree.
Have you maybe...
Have you vomited?
Have you ever thought about game design before? It's all about vomit.
Oh, I don't feel good.
You gonna throw up?
Yeah. I guess this is a good game now.
It is.
I can't focus on my min-maxing. Because you're over
Because
here...
you're thinking about throwing.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about vomit.
What a terrible thing to be preoccupied by.
Fucking desert-ass boots.
What about them?
Nothing, I guess.
Oh.
Whatever.
Alright, Jesus.
I'm sorry, Max. I was just thinking out loud, Jesus.
It's okay.
When you get onto the airship, it makes this horrible compressed noise that sounds like a microphone, like trying to fart.
Oh, I see.
Hey, wow. This is just immediately more crude. Sorry! Did you, like, come in... Also, hi, Matt. Did you come in, like, to us talking about vomit and farts?
He came in when you were talking about the old man. So just a
okay.
little bit before.
Okay. That's what started it all.
Yeah.
That's what
Also,
started... Yes.
does anybody in this game say Heya Freya? Do they?
No, I don't think
Oh.
so. Because, well, you can name her something.
It's a missed opportunity.
I was gonna think of something for Rachel, but there's nothing, because that name is awful.
How about,
How about fuck you, Mark?
How about Rachel's satchel?
what do you think?
That, like, just genuine desire for approval has touched my heart, but I will have to say no.
Okay, that's fine.
I understand how much it means to you, but no. Actually, I understand how much it means to you, and thus no.
Okay, because of that. Because of how much it means
because
to
of
you.
that, no.
Good, very good.
Why do they have this poor fuck, like, standing on the docks when no one even uses boats anymore?
Maybe he likes looking out at the sea.
He doesn't. He's like, ugh, ugh, I hate being here. I feel like it's a waste of time to be here. We need a union. He didn't say that last part, but
Oh.
he was thinking it.
Maybe
Sophie, hold on.
he's waiting for his sweetheart on the other side of the ocean.
He's literally complaining about his job.
Maybe he's waiting for a sweetheart on the other side of the ocean.
Okay.
Could be.
Couldn't. Couldn't.
It could be.
No. No, couldn't. There's no hope.
Okay, okay.
Stop romanticizing the plight of the working man.
Alright. You caught me.
From Stiltskin to Moont. Who names their kid Moont? Who names their kid Stiltskin?
Well, those are Mughals, right?
Yeah.
So they've got different naming conventions.
Fucking Stiltskin.
Yeah.
There's another one named
different naming conven-
Armesian.
Yeah, they got different naming conventions. Fuck you, Mark. This is Mughal culture.
I mean, I guess. I'll have you know that I'm like a quarter Mughal on my mother's side.
Really?
Yeah, that's why she's called my mother, because it starts with M-O.
Oh, you're right.
Fucking obviously.
I'm sorry. I should have checked my.
I left Lindblom and headed north. I walked through the mist and Gazalamuk. That's how it's pronounced, by the way, Max. to reach Burmecia for the very first time. It's
Hold on, what was that? Did you say Burmecia?
I'll fight you. I said it once. That's more than enough.
Did you say Burmecia, my friend?
I said Burmerica once.
There you go.
I said Burmerica.
Burmerica.
Here's the thing. I said that once, and that is one more time than I should have, as is.
Mark, look me in the eyes and tell me Burmerica is not a better
Yeah,
name.
okay, okay. I'll look you in the eyes, like, right now.
Yeah, go on then.
I'm looking as hard as I could. Fuck. Hold on a second. I almost saved over my actual file, in which I am level 35. There
What
we
level
go.
are you in this one?
Vivi's 8
Oh.
years old.
Okay, so there's a there's a
12.
difference there.
Zidane and Freya are 12 years old. You're all gonna travel through the mist? Gonna buy anything before you head out? You just fucking hang out here to, like, sell shit to people, like, right before? I mean, I guess. Could use some tents. Did you ever use a tent in battle in your playthrough?
People were telling me to, but I just forgot to.
It's actually pretty useful to use it on Gazalamuk.
Is it?
It has like this tiny chance of like causing. The reason why it's a thing to use it in battle, there's a chance that it's like, you use the tent in battle and it says, oh no, while you were sleeping, you were bit by a poison/silence/darkness snake.
Oh my god.
And it causes all those status effects.
Jesus Christ. Those guys were trying to fuck me up. They were trying to ruin my day.
No. Oh. Yeah, if they were telling you to use it on yourself, then yes, they were actually.
Okay, alright. Good guys.
Some of them are probably watching right now. You should be ashamed of yourself for deceiving my boy. Freya is not in the front row, because I'm an idiot. Does like 2 damage.
Not like 2 damage, you know what I'm saying?
Came when NPC were talking about dumps. Got it. I'm sorry, did you say something, Max?
Not anything important.
Okay. What else is new?
You're right.
Oh!
Ouch.
Your response was like a little too sad.
Isn't that how it always is?
It's not as easy, like, making fun of you as it is with Corey.
I just completely accept it.
Yeah, you don't fight back, and it's like, jeez, man. Struggle a little.
I'm sorry.
Struggle a little. Oh no, not Pumpkinhead. That actually did a lot of damage to me. I didn't even know that he could actually use that skill. We're off to get the frog man, woman, genderless creature. Why don't we have a gender-neutral pronoun in English?
I mean, them works pretty well, I think.
Yes, but it's technically not grammatically correct.
Is it not?
Yeah.
If you say, I'm gonna go give it to them, that sounds right.
No, that, like, in terms of actual, like, proper grammar, them is exclusively plural. I'm an English boy, don't fuck with me.
No, you're right. And saying it is just kind of yucky.
Yeah, like, it is, like, it sounds mean. I'm sorry. Yeah. If someone says, like, call me it, then I'm like, okay. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, I still feel mean.
I feel bad about it, yeah.
I still feel mean. Even though it is exactly what you desire.
Right.
I feel mean.
I guess just because of the connotation,
Yes.
you know, what we're used to.
Yeah, you're devaluing. It feels like you're devaluing someone.
Yeah.
Frog, get over here. I gotta get my party member. Look at this thing, and tell me, like, you look at this object, and you think that it's a party member. You don't.
What, Queena?
Yeah.
I didn't at first. I was like, okay, this is just some NPC, and then he was like, I'm gonna come along. I said, oh.
Oh yeah, I distinctly remember, like, basically convincing you that this was a party member. Just like, no, go back. Like, you can recruit him. He's actually, yes. He is an optional party member.
I think you're the only reason I got him in the first place.
Yes, yeah, no, I remember that part, and I am. You would have completely missed him. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Do you want this frog? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Oh, we're off to a great start, Queena. This is the start of a beautiful something. Mine. I wonder what, like, the design pitch for Queena was like.
Let's make a fat fucking asshole.
Whose tongue extends to his navel at all times. Okay, not quite that long, but pretty, longer than it should be. And like,
it's lick-a-tongue sized.
like where everyone else has mouth flaps, he just has tongue flaps.
Oh my god. Can you imagine having a mouth on the end of your tongue?
I mean, I believe that that's been done. What? Why can't I remember names today? It's like on the tip of my It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember that name. The guy who designed the xenomorphs.
Oh yeah, I guess that is that, isn't it?
Yeah. Queena, you in darkness need some light. World big place, have many, many foods. Alexandria, just one kingdom. You need go out more, eat other food. Go out into world? Sounds scary. Are there yummier frogs outside? Of course, many good frogs. You're 90 years old, it's time to move out and get a job.
Tell me about it. Millennials, am I right?
I know. I'm not sure you're a millennial. You might be.
Am I?
I forget.
I'm a 98 baby.
I don't know what the cutoff point is.
I don't know what the cutoff point of my life is. Hopefully soon, am I right?
No. Why not? Why not take this thing with me? Will I find yummier frogs outside? In all seriousness, there is an incredible charm to everything about this character.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's just like... He's in like a fucking save the world plot, and he's just like, you know... Where are the sandwiches, dude? And like everyone's dealing with all this emotional turmoil, and he's like, you know...
I'm hungry.
There's a charm to that. There absolutely is.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, BB?
It's mainly, I think it's because they're not obnoxious about it.
Yeah.
They're tasteful. They're tasteful of when he comes into play.
Yeah. Also, he's funny. He is like, he's actually funny. Like, he's not like an attempt at funny that doesn't work. He's not a Jar Jar.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. He's not annoying. Yeah, he's just fine.
I like how Jar Jar was like simultaneously offensive to all ethnicities, just because it felt like he was offensive to someone, but it was hard to tell who.
Yeah. So everybody got angry.
Yeah. That's like not even a joke. That's what happened. That's what Jar Jar was. That's exactly what he was. Grandpa Quan looked exactly like you, Mr. Quail. It's like a little hard to know exactly how I'm supposed to pronounce some of these. But I guess it's all just Qua.
What?
Of course, we from same tribe. Even though I don't know him. Good liar. I like how Vivi's just like ... You lying shit. You know him. You really don't know him? No, I do not know this Quan. Honestly. That's too bad. Let's go, Vivi. Okay. A lying sack of shit. Can you imagine Vivi saying that? You lying sack of shit, said Vivi.
That's... I like that.
Cotton robe. You sure don't learn any abilities. There we go.
Isn't Queena like a blue mage?
Yes.
Okay.
I was talking about auto abilities. It also takes him a while to get any stuff that teaches him that. That's another thing I need to min-max.
Oh!
Oh.
Mamma mia!
It's a golden fucking frog!
Pick him up! Throw him across the yard!
I don't know about that part.
Oh.
Come here, you. Get over here, bitch. Thank you. Oh my god, yes. I got an achievement going for the gold, son.
Oh, good.
This is what you guys came to watch, right? An obese, genderless tongue man chasing frogs in the swamp.
I mean, that's what I came for.
Yeah. Received ore. Hold
Ore!
on. There might be a Sophie. Jar Jar's the key to all this, I know.
That's the key to all this.
1 second. 1 second. It's a Sophie. She's at a door. Sophie?
The funny dog.
Which door? There's 2.
All of them.
Are you behind this one? Yes, you are. You want to come in? Yes, you do. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby? Oh, you're very small. Oh, you're very small.
Oh, you're making noises. Oh no.
Whoa!
You okay, baby?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
Seriously.
You okay? Okay.
She'll be fine.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Sophie. Whenever she gets excited, she snorts.
That's so good!
Yeah. I don't know if it's so good. It's allergies, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta get her a little nose spray.
Yeah, that'll go over well.
Little puppy nose spray.
I'm sure that she'd be very accepting of me doing that to her.
When you were talking about doors, it made me remember in one of your old videos when something with your door fucked up, so you made a gag about it.
Yeah. Oh, do you want the actual explanation for that?
Sure, yeah.
So, I forget exactly why this happened. The door was literally jammed. And I was actually trapped in my room.
Oh my god.
And my windows were too small for me to, like, get out. Because, like, you know, they were the kind of windows that, like, barely opened, basically.
Yeah.
And I was, so eventually, like, after I realized, holy fuck, I'm just kinda fucked. I just started, like, screaming and saying, guys! you know, to my parents.
Yeah.
It was like, help! And, you know, my dad came down and he was like, hey, what the hell is going on? And he's like, you know, I'm literally trapped, apparently. And he says, that's bullshit. And then he tries to open it and he's like, oh. And, and then, like, and then he's just like, you know, what are we gonna, and then I'm just like, what are we gonna do? And he's just like, can you remove the things? And it's just like, no, I don't have any tools in this room. And and then, you know, my dad came down with, like, screwdrivers, and he was gonna, like, slip them to me, and then he realized, oh, none of them fit under the door. Just then, like, they said, like, oh, what about the window? And then, like, we went to the window, and we realized, oh, like, wait, there's a grate, never mind, I forgot about that. And this... Yeah? What's up?
Dog shit.
There's dog shit?
Major.
I did not know about that.
It really smells.
It does?
Yes, come get it.
Come get it! Can this not... Okay. Hey, guys. I guess I'm gonna...
Tell them.
You just did!
I did.
You just... You don't have to tell them. Hey, Mark!
Dog shit.
Say it. No, say it into this.
Dog shit.
Say it again.
No. What's the matter with you?
I'm live.
Okay. Well, come do it. What the
I'll keep
hell
them
happened
company.
here?
Hold on a second.
What is going on here? What is this?
That's Sophie.
Oh my god.
That's Sophie.
Let's go clean up the... Max, entertain
Yeah.
me.
Oh, I will.
Can't hear you. Come on, Sophie.
I like how he had to tell his mother that was Sophie. she says, what is that? That's Sophie. Oh man. Hey. So what are you guys up to, huh? I'm just hanging out. I don't have anything else to do tonight, so I figured I would come hang out with Mark while he wanted to stream his favorite video game. Because I streamed it a while back, like last summer, but I forgot most things about it, so I'll probably play through it again by myself eventually. Doing art. What are you doing art of? Oh wait, aren't you helping with our game? Are you doing art for that? Because that's dope, dude. It's rad as hell. I give you 2 thumbs up for that. Writing and listening. You guys are fucking talented as hell. Got a lot of interesting people here. I guess that's the kind of people Mark attracts, though, isn't it? Is the kind of people who are interested not just in art, but the intelligent side of art. That's who he appeals to, I think. So it doesn't surprise me that we got some good folks here. Ay. You guys got any plans for tomorrow? It's almost the end of the day, isn't it? At the moment, you're not, unless Mark says so. Oh, okay. You're doing some game assets. That's what I meant. Yeah. He was telling me about that the other day. That's awesome. We definitely needed some help there, so I'm glad you've come along. Anyways, I think since this stream is being archived, I should say something that Mark isn't allowed to hear. I'll say, Mark's got a tiny penis that he likes to bend over and put into his mouth. Just barely enough, because it barely fits, but he likes to do his fit. He likes to try and fit it in there as well as he can, even though there's not much to work with there. Party at a comic book store tomorrow. That sounds fun. I've never been to... No, that's not true. I've been to one comic book store. And it was really small, but it seems like a good place to hang out with people at. You know, just kind of nice and small and cozy, and like everyone there likes the same kind of stuff, so it sounds awesome. I finished a game jam. Oh, I did too! I did music for a game jam, and I did some visual assets for a game jam. The same one. 2 different games. It was a lot of fun. One of them, the one I did music for, is called Box, all uppercase if you want to look for that. And the other one is called Do I Know You? And I did the facial expressions for that one. So the way that game works is that there's the game on a big box, and then there's a permanent dialogue box and a smaller box dedicated to just facial expressions, and I did the facial expressions. So if you want to check out any of those, you can. But also you don't have to, because, like, I don't know. You may not care. And I totally get that. But I don't know. It was weird doing the visual art because, you know, what kind of music do I write? It's largely romantic style, like late romantic, because that's the period of history that I studied.
No.
And that's, you know, what I learned in school. Mark's being a goofball. I went to school for like music theory and that kind of stuff, so that's where I feel most comfortable with that kind of intelligent classicism.
Hold on, I can't hear you, Max. 1 second.
I'm not talking to you, Mark. Jesus Christ.
Max?
Yeah. What? What's wrong?
I heard what sounded like actual crying for like 1 second.
That was to you. That was to you. I was screaming that I wasn't talking to you.
Okay, we're done.
Did he clean up your dog shit?
Yes.
Sweet. What? Do you not believe that I wasn't actually crying?
No!
Chat can back me up. We were having a good time the whole time, and the crying was a joke.
How much did you hear?
Once you left the room, nothing.
Okay. Oh my god.
So we were just talking about, like, games and stuff.
There's a lot of shit.
Was it? Was it all from Sophie?
Yeah.
She's a shit monster.
I would hope so.
Fucking wild dingo walks into your house, takes his shit, and leaves.
Okay, seriously, like a wild fucking, I don't know what it was. I think it was a fucking coyote, but I don't know that they got that big. But, like, a big, stray, dog-like creature with, like, no collar, like, just came up to our house one day with, like, a bunch of mud on his body, and he looked really scared. And I, like, walked up, and he was pretty big.
Yeah.
And I walked up, and I kind of walked up to him because he was on our porch. And I like walked out like to the screen porch, and I was just like, "Hey, buddy," and he looked at me all scared, and then like dashed away.
Oh.
And I was just like, "Oh no."
Where do you think he went off to?
I don't know, and I went out and like I tried to find him, but he was gone.
Left town, huh?
Yeah.
He's got bigger and better things to move on to.
I mean, I guess hopefully a bath.
Yeah.
Hi, chat. I can't stream at the best possible time, apparently. I'm so glad that this is going to be on the archive now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what I'm going to call this other than Literal Dog Shit, Part 4.
I mean, you can if you want.
Sounds like a plan. Vivi is like just... Vivi's always a child, but now, stat-wise, he's a child until further notice.
Evie is a sweet boy who I would pick up. I would cradle him like a baby, and I would rock him to sleep every night. And then when he wakes up, I give him a sweet kiss on the cheek and a glass of warm milk.
Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
What, Mark?
What?
What?
What? So sensitive. I just want to feed my frog friend.
Frog friend? Is that all one word?
Aqua breath. Yes, that's a pronoun.
Frog friend?
Frog friend. Maybe frog friend went there.
Have you watched My Hero Academia yet?
Like I saw like a few clips of it. That's it.
It's cute. It's
I know.
nice.
I know the premise.
I like the frog girl.
Everyone does. That's like the
Everyone
main thing I
does.
see on Twitter.
Yes, she is the best one.
She is a precious baby. What type of music do you write, Max?
Oh, I already told them.
Okay. I'm behind on chat, by
Yeah.
the way. Don't know if y'all noticed.
That's okay. We covered a lot of ground while you were away.
Are you okay there?
Yeah, I was just readjusting my life.
Sounded a little pukey.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
That's not what I meant. I meant that like the mouth sound that you just made sounded a little pukey.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yes, frog drop.
Frog drop.
Yeah, Queena has a spell called frog drop.
Is that like in Chrono Trigger when Frog summons a big frog?
No, but that is cosmetically the best ability in the game.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I should say aesthetically. I don't know why I said cosmetically. Fucking Mogster over here. I remember whenever, like, Mogster came up, he's a tutorial Moogle, and Max was just like, I don't need to read all this shit, and then, like, 20 minutes later, you're just like, what the fuck is anything?
Yeah, it's a lot to read.
I guess so.
It's so much.
I guess that they could have paced it better, but a lot of it was...
Absolutely, they could have paced it better.
I guess. They did try to split it up into 2, I did notice that. Actually, 3.
Jesus Christ, that's so much.
Yeah, it's tough to, like, handle that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that I'm doing pretty good in Angel's Edict so far, because I largely have the advantage of having relatively simple systems.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think there's anything else here that I really need. It's like tough to like remember everything that I need to do. I'm also gonna do the whole Chocobo side quest, which is like one of the coolest side quests in the game that you just completely missed.
Chocobo.
So,
I don't think I saw a single chocobo.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that because it's very fun. Finding all the items is really fun. Because like you just kind of get to explore with a chocobo friend, and it's a back attack, and I'm really sad about it. It's cool. I don't want to spoil it though,
Okay.
because it's very weird.
If I need help figuring out what the fuck it is, I'll ask you about it.
Sounds like a plan, Stan. Oh man. Let's see. what is going on here is a good question. At the moment, I am not, unless Mark says so. Oh, talking to Max, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I'm just looking at half of a conversation that I didn't witness. But oh well. Let me finish the door story.
Oh, yeah. I already forgot about that.
Yeah, I try to remember those because on Let's Plays and podcasts, when that shit happens, it always drives me up the wall. It's like, I'll never know the ending of this story.
Right, yeah.
But anyway, so me and my dad were trying to figure out what the hell to do. And basically, like, you know, I just said, like, my dad just said, we're just gonna have to bust it down. And I'm just like, and like, first he asked, like, can you kick it? And I'm just like, I'm on the wrong side of the room, like, to do that. I'm on the wrong side of the door to do that, because I would literally destroy the wall frame and the wall, basically.
Right, yeah.
Also, I guess that this is a factor kind of worth noting. I don't know, hashtag humblebrag, whatever. I took karate and I got kicked out of class because I was too strong. You don't want me kicking things. So they didn't really want me to do that.
Right, right.
But I was really sad when I got kicked out of that class, by the way. But anyway, because I was just in the wrong age group, basically. Like,
I see.
like, you know, I just couldn't participate without hurting people.
Right.
But basically, my dad just kind of, I forget what kind of tool he had. I believe it was like a hammer. And he just kind of started to bust it down with the head of the hammer. And it just left this giant gore where the lock in the door was. And, like, you know, the door was still attached, and I was just like, the fuck? And I, you know, after the dust settled, and, you know, it was just like, oh, well, I guess we gotta get you a new door, or you just have to not have a door. And I'm like, dude, I'm a teenage boy, I need a door. Actually, no, I was 20 at that time, and I was going to community college, so still needed a door. And, you know, it was very awkward. But I kind of realized, oh, I'm making a web show. And there's nothing I can do to hide this.
Right.
So I just embraced it.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, I don't know. I don't know what possessed me to make it as cryptic and, like, tragic as it was.
I think that's what made it so good, though.
Yeah.
Because then everyone's like, no one's gonna question that.
I mean, I think that the point is that people did.
Oh, really?
Well, everyone was just like, what the actual fuck happened to your door?
I guess I just accepted it.
Ugh. Well, I think that says a lot about you.
Yeah.
You're an easygoing boy.
I like to think so.
Oh my god. Gosh, this game, my only regret from this game is spending 600 hours, or only 600 hours on it, compared to the 1,000 hours I put into 7 and...
7 and 7.
Yeah, you said 7 twice. I stared at that for a while. I don't know which you meant, but anyway, I'm pretty sure Legend of Dragoon came around. Yeah, 8, okay.
Okay.
Dragoon came out around that time. Yeah, Legend of Dragoon was pretty cool. I didn't come anywhere near finishing it, but I was enjoying it so far. Even with its very narmy translation. It was incredibly charming. Like, it wasn't like it was grammatically bad. It was just, there were so many little things that are just really tonally silly.
Yeah.
And there were definitely moments that worked, because, you know, it's weird to say, but, like, the translation was borked on a character-by-character basis.
How do you mean?
There were these armed guards of what were essentially Nazis who just wiped out an entire town. and they're chasing after the main characters who are like hiding desperately in the brush after freeing a prisoner.
Ooh.
And they run by, and they say, "Hey, darn it!" And like one said, and like guard one says, "Darn it! Where did those guys go?" And the other one says, "Is maybe there's no hope." And the other one says, "That's silly. Let's keep looking." And then they just run off, and I'm just like, that's silly. And I don't mean to like demean this game, because it was very good in most ways. But
Sure.
little moments like that is why me and my friends kind of did start calling it Legend of Lampoon.
Oh, okay.
Because it had a lot of moments like that.
Right.
But it was mostly very good. And again,
is it kind of like Final Fantasy IV with its localization? Because that's kind of goofy as well, and I don't know if it's entirely on purpose.
yeah, because it was all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good comparison, like the Spoony Bard and all.
Yeah.
And again, like that stuff is kind of charming.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. That's why I like 4 so much. It's like my favorite part of it.
I don't know if I'd go that far. I do think it has a pretty decent story, and I'm glad that there's a serious business remake of it.
Oh, sure. It's just, I don't know.
It deserved it.
I've told this to you before. I feel like it's just like a beta 6.
It is hard to shake that feeling.
Mhm.
I have not fully beaten either of them. I've gotten far in both. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I haven't
didn't beat
either. I need to.
You didn't beat 6?
No,
Damn, I thought that was one of your favorites.
it is.
Uh,
But I haven't finished it yet.
yeah, I can... Honestly, yeah. Dude, Dragon Quest VIII is one of my favorite RPGs of all time, and I never finished it.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, God, I love this game, but I just can't find the time to play it.
It's so long, and you feel like you need to play it in a short span of time,
Exactly, yeah. That's exactly what it is.
and you basically can't.
Mhm.
Trying to tactically weaken enemies for Quina is not
That's
easy.
interesting. Does it need to be?
I'm sorry, what?
Does it need to be?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get him his skills. Oh, from the eating. Ah, shit. I'm fucked.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe I'm fucked.
I can't believe
I
it.
can't believe my life has ended on stream in front of everyone.
Now
can't
everyone will see that I'm dead.
I can't... How embarrassing. I can't believe my mom came in and was just like, dog shit. As the first words out of her mouth, by the way.
Come get it.
Yeah, just like... Why can't you? This is the one time that, like, I would do it any other time.
Right.
But please. I don't know. These guys. I don't know if I can, like, pay attention enough to do the things that I need to do in-game anymore. This has been a wild ride.
What things do you need to do?
Mostly Quina stuff.
Mm,
I need to make him useful.
that's a good idea.
Now you're having flashbacks.
Yeah.
That was like the... That was the moment where I was just like, man, I wish that you could just kind of enjoy this on your own time.
Mhm.
But, I don't know. It is what it is.
I'll do it again sometime.
Yeah. It also made me rethink a lot of things I thought I knew about, like RPG difficulty. And I don't mean that to, like... For once, I'm not making fun of you when I say that.
Oh, no, I didn't think you were.
Okay, good. But, I don't know. Like, when it comes to these kinds of things, it's, like, very hard to quantify game difficulty in general.
Mhm.
But I feel like it's especially true with, you know, a tactical numbers game.
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be a case-by-case thing.
Yeah. Also, just to explain to everyone, I'm trying to get one specific skill in this area for Queena, who learns abilities by eating people.
I love that. That is so funny.
Yep, but you gotta weaken them. It's Pokemon style.
Right.
But there's only one that like I desperately need, and I can come back to get the other ones later. There is one near Lindblom that I'm gonna go back and get if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't know when that cart stops coming back.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a thing that happens. I guess I should just cast a spell on you.
I can do it! You can cast a spell!
Every time you say that, I forget what it's from, but then I remember eventually.
What a terrible cycle to be caught in.
Yeah. Learn to Vanish. Cool, that's a nifty one.
Oh.
It makes people invisible and they're actually immune to physical attacks.
Ah, I like that.
But it wears off once you get hit by a spell, though, so it's a little situational.
No, I feel like you could say that about most things in this game.
Which is good.
Oh, for sure.
You generally want things to be a little situational.
Yeah, it makes you think about it.
Yeah. That's like that's always been like a pet peeve of mine whenever people say like, yeah, it's good, but it's situational. It's like pretty much everything should be if you're making a good game.
Yeah.
If an entire character is super situational, then that's like,
Right.
otherwise.
Well, I mean, this applies to RPGs, yes. But like to something like Mario, it's like, oh, you always want the fire flower, and it's bad when you get rid of it. That's the point, you know?
Yes. Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not really situational. But
Oh, yeah.
for something like this, for sure. That's
Yeah,
pretty
talking about
applicable.
RPGs.
Yeah, yeah.
I always, you know, I kind of wanted to ask you about this because it applies to Angel's Edict, the game I'm making for the audience.
Yes.
Always have to remember. In games that have like loads of characters, like playable characters, which mine definitely does. It has like 15 total people at the end. Do you feel like it is really, really hard sometimes to give everyone any kind of level of equal characterization? Because I kind of had a bit of that problem in 6 and 7.
You mean in playing a game?
Yeah, just in terms of like... I think like a good example with 6 is that like one of my least favorite parts of that game, and really the only part that I didn't like, was this part of the game where for a long period of time Terra's out of the party. Because like she was my favorite character.
Yeah.
Yes, I got Mighty Guard. Okay, I'm good. We don't need to be here anymore. But I don't know. I feel like it's like a delicate balancing act, and I was just kind of wondering if it ever bothered you in that way. Just in your opinion.
Your question doesn't really make sense to me. Do I have an issue?
No, my question... Okay. I got distracted. That's probably
Okay.
why.
That's fine.
Basically, do you find it a little irritating or maybe disappointing when a game will, like, you know, take your attention away from the characters and storyline that you really care about to focus on something entirely different that you're a bit less invested in?
I mean, with the connotation that I'm less invested in it, yes, I think anybody would agree with that because they're less invested in it. On principle, I think it would be okay if the new thing is equally as interesting. but actively saying it's not as interesting, kind of, there's no question there.
Well, yeah, yeah. I think that it was a little tough with 6 because you look at 9, and when the story jumps around, you're already invested in those characters.
Yeah. Because
like,
you know pretty much all of them from the start.
Yeah, like when it jumps back to Garnet, you already know what she's going through.
Yeah.
And you want to follow her story in addition to Zidane's story. So it's like it works better there, but like often with 6, you kind of start focusing on a group of characters that haven't been fully established yet during this one brief segment, and it's like,
okay,
I miss Terra a lot.
I see what you mean.
And it's definitely a subjective thing.
Yes, for sure.
But I will admit that it's funny because like looking back, I did eventually come to like those characters. The very specific example is the arc in the woods where you're with the brothers and Cyan? Is that his name?
Oh yeah.
At first I was like, I don't really want to focus on you right now because I was very invested in what was happening with Terra and Locke and the returners.
Yeah, specifically how.
But it really warmed up to me, I'll admit.
Yeah. I think that is a really good question because it is entirely situational, isn't it?
Yeah.
It also, I'd say, you could be able to pull it off consistently if you're able to kind of bookend it, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking specifically to when, towards the beginning of the game, and you've got everybody on that raft, and Ultros throws them all in different directions, and you can choose who you want to pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
I think that works fine, because then you finish their little segment, you say, okay, now I can do theirs, and I can do theirs, and now we continue the game as normal. I think that works fine. But when it's just kind of like, okay, we haven't seen these characters in a while, let's go see what they're up to. It's like, why?
Yeah.
So I guess in that way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. If it's more abrupt, then it's more annoying. Like, it definitely could have been worse, definitely.
Yeah, it's just one of those things you have to be careful about planning.
Yep. Here's my little chocobo friend. He's so freaking cute. I've always loved the designs of chocobos.
I don't like how the designer of the chocobo got his own game just because he designed the chocobo. That makes no sense to me.
He did.
Yeah, he developed a game, and his only credentials were, I drew the chocobo. That's it.
What was the game?
It was something about like an oasis, and it was like, I don't know. It was weird. It was kind of like it was one of those games where you like collect resources so that you can build a little town.
Build resources, build pylons.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's like, what the fuck? You drew the fucking chocobo. Keep drawing shit. Don't make a video game. Because like it was being, I think it was last year at E3 that it was showing off, and everyone was like, "Look, the designer of the chocobo made a video game," and he comes on screen and says, "Hi, I'm the designer of the chocobo. I'm making a." You have no credentials for this.
I mean, I guess.
The characters were cute. The game looked really, really boring.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm a little bit more open-minded with it because I've seen it work so many times when it's just like, you're a character designer, now make a game. Like, literally, you make the game, design it, and it's just like, okay. And, I guess I mean, I know that this is a very extreme example to pull out to be contrary, but that's literally how Miyamoto happened.
Oh, sure. And I agree. I agree, because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I'm a visual artist, I'm a musician, I'm making a game. I say, that's dope. This guy made one character and made a video game.
Did he, though? That seems a little unlikely to me. Is that really...
That's not the only thing he's ever done, but that is the only thing of any quality that anyone cares about.
I mean, I'd have to look it up because that... I mean, if that's true, then I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'll definitely say that, but...
That's what it is, yeah.
If that is really it, then...
That is it. That is it.
Really?
Yes.
Like, did you, like, confirm that, like, you didn't design, like, other significant characters and monsters and stuff?
Yes.
Really?
And especially because, like, I don't know.
Okay, then that's yeah.
It'd be one thing. It'd be entirely different if he just came onto the scene. He said, "Hey, I am making a video game." And I say, "Okay, great," but he's trying to qualify it with the fact that he did this one very specific thing. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Oh, let me explain what the hell's about to happen, because everyone is going to be like, I'm sorry, what? Because it's going to be weird. I like the side quest that I am about to embark on. It's very fun. It involves several beautiful optional areas, great equipment that you otherwise would not get, a really cute, adorable, like, story involving this chocobo getting friends. This is shit. This one part is awful. It's chocobo hot and cold. I'm going to cheat the shit out of it because no one cares because it's awful.
Okay.
And I'm going to fast forward it because it's literally, like, it's hot and cold. It's, you push a button and it's like, is there a treasure here? No? Maybe it's like, as you get closer, it makes different sounds. And then when you're on top of it, you mash a button. And that's it. So it's like a luck-based piece of shit. I'm gonna fast forward the game so that I can do it really efficiently. And it's gonna look weird, but it's the only way to make this shit tolerable.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can also do this very mindlessly, so I'm sorry, what were we talking about? Yeah, the chocobo thing. If that is true, then that is bullshit. I completely agree.
And chat's tried to defend it. They say Final Fantasy VI is the gold standard of how JRPGs were made for years, and I understand that. This is just the fucking chocobo, and that's it.
Yes, if that's true.
That's it. I don't know. I think it's really goofy.
Turn-based RPGs have such a vague spectrum of difficulties. There's certain aspects of character that you have to grind that just take forever in the earlier FF. Yeah. Grinding is another interesting thing, because I always think it should be an option, and you should never make it feel like it's necessary. If people want to do it, then let them do it, because you should always let people play the game the way that they want to.
Yeah.
That's part of the appeal of having such a big, complicated system in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that there's multiple ways to play it. So if people want to set their own difficulty by, grinding a little bit, then let them at least have that option.
Yeah, 100% I agree with that.
That's why I've been, so particular about Angel's Edict in terms of, how much EXP you get over time.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny how, by the way, just a quick little side note. You can tell that I'm cheating because of all the things that just happened, even if you don't know anything about this game.
Okay.
Just so many things are just congratulations, you've played this game for 10 seconds, you leveled up 12 times. So yeah, I'm kind of...
You must be really good.
Yeah. But I have no regrets, because now we get to play the actual fun part after I do a little bit more of this. Because what's really fun about this is that you get to explore the world map with your chocobo, listen to a cool little tune, and you get this picture called a chocograph. And you have to look at that picture and then determine where it is on the world map, and you get all kinds of little hints as to where it is. You get 2 hints per chocograph, basically. And that part's really fun, because it lets you explore and see the world in a totally new way. And I really like that, and you get really cool rewards that let you learn a lot of, a wide variety of abilities earlier on. So all of that is fun, and the story and the areas that you get to explore through this side quest are all really pretty. So, I don't know. It's just, here's the one bad aspect of this otherwise cool quest, and I can render it tolerable by cheating, so I'm going to do so.
Oh, sure.
That's basically it. But, yeah, don't make a bunch of luck-based things if you're making a game, ever. I guess that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, yeah.
But, I'm sorry. Where were we? Grinding.
I think we're pretty much, yeah, we could talk about grinding, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say, just, it should be an option, but, I'm being very particular about EXP in Angel's Edict.
Yeah.
For that reason. because I want it to be an option, but I don't want you to be like level 10 before you get to the second town.
Right, yeah.
Where is this? There we go.
You want there to still be a challenge.
Yes. Like, I don't... Yeah.
That's pretty much what the entire game is banking on.
Pretty much. I mean, again, like, you know, I'm also going to include difficulty levels, and I was considering making what I guess you could call a... You know, there's easy, normal, and hard, and then I was thinking about making storyteller mode, where, you know, the game is very, very simple, meaning, you know, you still learn all the abilities and everything. It's not like it's stripped away, it's just, you can get through the game by attacking and healing every now and then.
Oh, okay.
And it's weird. I have mixed feelings about it. But I'm pretty... I guess I should include it.
I mean, it's probably what someone like me would use.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you might
Just,
you might do
just
easy.
on the name alone,
You might do easy.
probably. But I mean, just on the name alone, it sounds very appealing.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think that it's okay to cater to that.
Yeah.
I might disable achievements.
Oh, yeah,
about
that
it.
makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta let in the baby. Because she's making a lot of noise.
The doggy.
Sophie. Child, come here. You're small. How'd you get so small? What did you do?
Did she used to be large?
Good girl. Oh. I have a very good relationship with my child.
I'm glad about this.
She's a good kid. I miss this game so much. Yeah, do it. Do it, dude. Steam version. It's good. Highly recommend it. This looks so stupid. If this is like annoying anyone, then I will stop for now and deal with this shit later, because it's not like urgent, but I like getting this shit over with.
Right.
I feel like people are mostly here today to just listen to us
Hopefully.
chat about game design, basically.
That's kind of the point, and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, so hopefully they think it's fun.
Yeah. No, man, I mean, you know, it's always good to bounce ideas
Yeah.
off of peeps. That's the thing, like, I always, that was another thing I learned really early on. You need to have a wide variety of people to bounce this stuff off of. Because, for the longest time, I only had Rob, who was another game designer, who like, shared all my sensibilities and influences. And then we present a game to I don't know, a normal person.
Fucking normie.
A normie. And they're just like, this is so hard. I can't imagine someone completing this game. And, you know, that happened a lot when I was younger.
Right.
When I was, like, you know, 15 and making my first games. And, you know, like, me and Rob would make this crazy battle system in which, you know, it's active time, and you can freely switch between characters, you know, like a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Like when their bars are filled and shit. And, like, the ATB was divided into segments, which was, it was really surreal looking at Final Fantasy 13's, like, segment ATB system, and I'm just like, I made this when I was 15. Only you actually had to play my game.
Oh shit. Holy fuck. The shade is real, my friend.
I literally outdesigned 13 when I was 15.
Jesus Christ.
Bam! How do you fucking like that? I mean it. I'm not even kidding. I actually feel that way about that game's design.
That's amazing.
And I'm not, trust me, I'm not flattering the game that I made when I was 15, by
Right,
the way.
exactly.
But I did like the concept, and I will use this concept, because it was a cool battle system. It just wasn't balanced very well, because it was really stupidly hard.
Right.
And people could die all the time in normal fights, like, really easily.
Right.
But basically, it was this system in which it was like the ATB was divided into 4 segments, and if you had a quarter segment, you could guard, which made guarding really useful because you could guard after an action. And if there was like 2 segments, you could use an item or attack. If there was 3 segments, you could use a skill, and if there was 4 segments, you could do a lot of things. Like you could combo things. Like you could use a skill, then guard. You could use 2 attacks, stuff like that. And we made a system where if you combo attacks like that, then it does extra damage. So it was a fun system, and I'm definitely going to use it in something. But you can have the best premise for a battle system in the world, and if, you know, the fucking hobgoblins are one-shotting your white mage from full health in, like, the
Right.
first area. It wasn't that kind of game, by the way, I'm just...
Right, just an example.
yeah. Then your game is bad. And it's off to an awful start. But, I don't know. I've come a long way.
Right, right.
I've been making games for 11 years.
Oh! That's
Weird to think.
that's over half of my life.
I'll have been making games for half of my life fairly soon. When I'm 28, it will be half my life spent making games.
Damn.
And when I'm 28, hopefully one of those games will actually be out. That's about the that's actually
Maybe.
about the time that I want Angel's Edict to be out.
Mhm.
So,
That'd be exciting then.
yeah.
A nice little anniversary.
Yeah, 14 years of game design led to I finally released one that I'm actually proud of.
Right.
That's a big part of it. It's like, you know, I like, you guys could play the games that I made. I don't want you to. At all. I really don't. The writing is very juvenile. And, like, it's mostly the mechanics that, like, just make me cringe. Because, me and Rob are convinced that, like, difficulty was better under all circumstance.
Right, right.
And it showed. This is the service I offer. For every point you exchange, I will service you. Exchange points. You can get the most overpowered mage armor in the game by just playing this stupid minigame for like 10 minutes, but I'm not going to do that.
10 minutes.
It's more like 25 minutes if I had to guess,
Okay.
but I don't want to do that right now.
Right.
Are you getting sleepy, big boy?
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
How many things do I have that I can actually get? Can't get that. Can get all 3 of these. Actually, no, I can only get these 2, because this is the next area. I don't remember if there's like 3 things out in this area, or just 2, but I'm gonna assume that there's just 2, because I want to move the fuck on with my life.
Sure.
Fun part now.
Mm.
I get to look for treasure with my friend. My cute little Choco friend. Dude, real talk. Might be a controversial opinion. Kinda doubt it. Birds are cute.
Yes.
I like birds.
Yeah. Yes, I agree.
They're charming.
I would kiss a bird on the lips because they don't have any.
I have another dad story
Okay.
about birds.
Yes. Yeah, go on then.
It's like one of my favorite childhood memories. in so many ways. So, me and my parents, we were at like a nice hotel in like Florida, and we were on vacation. Just kind of like, you know, mainly just there to be on the beach and stuff, whatever. And like my mom was checking into the hotel, and they had this awesome macaw, this beautiful blue macaw, like just hanging out at the hotel reception. Like he was on a perch and he had his wings clipped, so he wasn't like flying away, and he was, you know, pretty quiet and just very calm and chill, just kind of hanging out, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, like, he was pretty well behaved, but there was a little sign, like, you know, me and my dad were, like, checking him out because he was so freaking cool. And there was a sign that was, like, really, really, like, big and very hard to miss.
Okay.
That said, "I bite, please do not pick me up." So, my dad decided it would be a great idea if he picked him up. And I want everyone to understand that I was literally 9 years old. No, 8 years old when this happened. And as my dad was, like, doing it, I said, "Dad, what are you doing? Look at the sign." I said, as an 8-year-old, to my 50-year-old dad.
Uh-huh.
And he said, "Oh, it's fine. Look at how friendly and calm he is. It's not a big... Ah!" And I just saw it, like, tear at my dad's earlobe.
Oh my god.
And I was just like, "Dad!" And my mom, like, turned around like, "Oh, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Al, what the hell are you doing?" And you know, he put it back down, and he was just, like, bleeding, and he spent the whole vacation with, like, this wad attached to his, you know, head and ear.
That's his fucking fault.
Yes. But I just remember, like, as a kid, I was just like, "I told you!" And he was, and he was just like, "I know, Mark."
You took up the paternal role.
Yeah, it was like the most... Oh my god, it was like embarrassing as hell. And I made sure and I mean, it was probably a lot more embarrassing for him.
Right.
But, oh my god. Like, never let him live it down. Like I'm like, every now and then, like, you know, birds will come up and stuff. And just in conversation, and, you know, like he'll say, you know, like, you know, we were watching an animal documentary, and, like, he just casually brought up, you know, "I really love these parrots. Like, they're so beautiful. I just love them." And I just looked at him like, "Are you sure about that?" And he said, "Oh, fuck you."
You raise a single eyebrow.
So yeah, that's my macaw story.
I like that story.
Yeah, I have a lot of special stories like that.
Also, good night, Matt.
Good night, Matt. I love you, dude. We'll see if I can sketch tonight. Awesome. I look forward to it. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, that's a special story.
I like that special story.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go to... back to Lindblom. Because if Quina eats a bomb, he gets a spell that's, like, meant for the end game.
What the fuck? If he eats a bomb?
Eats a bomb.
That's what you told me?
The bomb monster.
Okay.
Not a bomb. Not like the object.
Oh. I got very concerned for him.
You know, the fireball. I mean, you should still be concerned. It's a fireball monster that explodes.
Well, sure, but it's a monster. It's organic.
Something about the way you said that made it sound less okay. Well, sure, it's a monster. It has feelings.
Yeah, of course.
It's okay to eat it.
It's okay. It is fucked up how you have to beat them up first and then eat them when they're fucking almost dead.
I mean, think about it. Think about how overpowered it would be if it wasn't like that. But on the flip side, I don't know.
It'd be hype as hell.
Quina would be like, can you imagine Quina just like turning every fight that arbitrary?
He would be the speed game meta.
I think that would be a bit of a problem.
Maybe.
Oh goodness.
Feelings add flavor.
Funny jokes.
Listen, you come in here, you make fun of the way I talk.
A little bit.
Okay. It is kind of funny.
Instantly resigned. God.
Have you ever wanted to scream?
All the time.
Do you ever do it?
Yeah, pretty frequently.
Oh.
The people near me get mad at me,
Oh.
but I do it anyway.
Does it make you want to scream less?
Not really.
Mm.
Oh, when I scream, yes.
Oh.
When I scream, it makes me want to scream less, because it's cathartic.
Okay, that's what I was asking.
Yes. It's good to scream.
You think so?
I thought you meant, like, when people... Like, you know...
No. No, I didn't mean that.
Why do you have to back attack me? Why is that, like, a thing that you just, you know, like, no, this needs to happen. It's 4 o'clock, time to fuck with Mark.
Yeah.
You know, Max, you're a precious baby.
Am I?
And you... Yes. I mean, I thought that much was obvious at this point.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, good. Bombs.
Good.
Said no one in most circumstance.
Just what I was hoping for.
Thank God, bombs!
It's about time.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, good, bombs. I forgot what I was gonna say now. Oh, man. Vivi does no damage during this phase of the game. Until he gets, like, a new staff.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he stops, like, sucking ass. Fucking gets a job and makes something of himself. I did it. I beat the game.
Really?
So there's this ability called Mustard Bomb. I don't know why it's called that. It's pretty stupid. But, here's what it does. It inflicts the status effect. Heat on the enemy. And what that does is, if they make a move, while they have the status effect, they instantly die.
What? Why?
A lot of things, and I mean a lot of things, are immune to it, but a lot of things aren't. Want to know one of the things that isn't immune to it? Grand Dragons. Grand Dragons are things that you can encounter on that little plateau near Gizalamuk. Like, you know, where, like, you know when you, like, went out of that little area in Gizalamuk? And, the Moogle was like, it's dangerous outside, and then you, like, whatever, and then you go out anyway, and then you die to the birds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's Grand Dragons there, and, they give you endgame experience. And you can level up, like, 10 times by inflicting Mustard Bomb on them.
I like that.
A lot of people do. I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
But... Anyway, I think that we're finally ready to fucking make progress with the goddamn plot, by the way. Sorry. Sorry about my bullshit. Also, baby? If you're extremely tired, then you can go to bed. And I can catch up on chat and make a little bit more progress and then call it a night myself, because I can't believe it's been 2 hours.
Okay.
But, are you sleepy?
I probably won't go to sleep but I am a little talked out because I streamed myself earlier today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oops. What did you stream?
I began a new speed game, and I'm third in the world because there's only 2 other runners.
Oh. Man, let me tell you, like, my impressiveness, like my level of impressedness
Mm-hmm.
fluctuated very quickly there in that sentence.
It's okay though, because I'm only 4 minutes behind the other 2, so it's not that bad.
Oh, what game is it?
It's Ribbit King, that Frolf
Oh.
golf. I love it.
Yeah, I have a feeling there's not a lot of people speedrunning that.
No, it's a lot of fun though. It's surprisingly good as a speed game. I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
So I'll probably continue that tomorrow, as well as some casual Super Paper Mario.
It's weird how 9 is actually a little popular as a speed game.
A lot of RPGs are like that.
You know what the best part is?
What's that?
In terms of speedruns that are actually, like, worth a damn, as in they actually, like, implement an interesting challenge, there's a special speedrun where the world record is actually 11 hours, and 40 minutes. And
Oh, what game is that?
this is for Final Fantasy IX, but but with special requirements because you have to get every missable item that you cannot get later.
Oh,
And adding that and all the mini games and challenges and incredibly difficult boss fights that you have to tackle while under-leveled makes it, like, really interesting to watch.
I guess so, yeah.
But obviously in segments. But the thing that makes it so crazy is that, you know, it's not like it's standard practice in speedruns to take a frickin' break.
Yeah, that kind of defeats the point, isn't it?
So, it's brutal.
Yeah.
But I do kind of want to watch that eventually, like, in segments.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that is interesting.
Mhm.
But, I do want to try my own, like, really low-level run first.
Yeah, yeah.
Without looking at anyone else's, because this game was consciously built for them.
Mhm.
Unlike a lot of games.
Yeah. Because, like, why would they be, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to have a system that slightly accommodates for it, though.
Oh, sure, sure.
That's another thing that I'm actually trying to do.
Mhm.
Because just the fact that you can temporarily use abilities by equipping things.
Is it fair to say that you're trying to make a better Final Fantasy IX?
A better Final Fantasy IX combined with 6, combined with Chrono Trigger, with a story that isn't influenced basically at all by any game ever made.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Sounds good to me.
I guess if I was being completely honest about my cockiness, I am trying to completely surpass Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI in every conceivable way.
Alright, I'm excited to be a part of it then. Because those are like 2 of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have like elements of all those games in it, combined with my favorite Western RPGs, in terms of the open-endedness.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because I like dialogue trees.
Yeah, and I can understand why.
But, there's also, hell, there's even, like, Persona influence, because, like, your social relationships are actually a major factor. Because, they influence a lot of stuff throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you indirectly pick a best friend based off your actions. Like, I told you about this.
Yeah.
And that determines how certain scenes pan out, and who takes charge when the main character isn't around.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, fun stuff like that. It's a hodgepodge of influences. 9 is definitely my biggest influence.
Right. Because how could it not be?
Yeah. But that has a lot more to do with pacing and variety.
Mm-hmm.
Are like the 2 biggest imprints that this game left on me.
Yeah. It's like if I wrote a piece of music and said, oh, It wasn't influenced by 1800s France at all. That's
Shit.
shut up. You fuck out of here.
Yeah. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with having major influences.
Yeah.
I mean, people, like, people will look at the subject matter and tone and world and everything and difficulty of Angel's Edict, and besides the fact that you learn abilities from equipment, they will say, there's no way this was influenced by 9 in any way besides that.
Hmm.
Even though it was very much influenced by it.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
Because, like, tone-wise, you would never... Like, tone and difficulty and world-wise, you would never think that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But, I mean, I don't know. That's why it's called influence and not ripping off.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Like, you're not literally creating... I don't know, maybe you are. You're not literally trying to recreate the music of the composers that influenced you.
No, of course not.
And that's a good thing.
Mhm.
It's very interesting how artistic influence works in that way.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of put words to it, isn't it?
Because you always kind of think back to, like, the most logical extreme of how far back does influence go?
Mm-hmm.
Can you realistically trace, like, contemporary hip-hop back to banging sticks against rocks?
No, because there's no documentation of that.
Exactly. But, I mean, I guess it does kind of come down to, like, how far back does documentation go?
Right. That's pretty much all it is.
I guess if you went that far back, then yes, you would come to that conclusion. I do kind of wonder, like, you look at different major eras in music, and you just think, and like, this is what you talk about, I guess. You don't go quite this far back or this thorough because you're more specialized in French music.
Mhm.
But it would be interesting to watch, like, a really well done, and I'm sure that there's something like this, documentary of the earliest documented tribal music that is well documented in history. Because actually, the thing is, there really isn't any outside of tribes, outside of, like, some isolated tribes that were effectively contemporary to, say, the medieval ages, and while the rest of the world was advancing technologically and artistically, they were much more primitive at the same time. Like, their art can be recorded and studied, but it wasn't necessarily influential to, like, contemporary Western and Eastern music.
I guess
Do you know
there's a difference between influence and what is documented, because we do have documents of stuff from, like, ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
But, like, not many people are using that as an influence.
Yeah.
And which is to say, most things, even around that time, shortly after, probably weren't using it too much either. Because then it goes over to Greeks, and they were very, they're where the whole kind of mathematical aspect came from, so they kind of created their own shit, and then everything comes off of that.
Yeah. Meh. Sophie, stop doing the things.
Did they have the capacity to record in writing the music they made? Writing music seems... who do you mean they? Because we've been talking about a lot of theys here.
I mean, where did written music, as it currently exists, begin?
It depends on what you call as it currently exists. Music as a notation. It's weird. There's it's hard to say, really, because it's mainly for a long time, it was just kind of symbols, the same way writing a sentence was. And there wasn't like a staff or anything, it was just characters and symbols
Right.
and things. So if we go for the introduction of the musical staff, I think that was about 1100, if I remember correctly. Because that's when like polyphony was introduced with organum and all that kind of stuff, and Hildegard von Bingen was a little bit after that and all this kind of stuff. So about 1100, I think, is the answer you're looking for that specifically.
And which culture was it tied to?
That, I think, was what would be Germany now.
Okay. Yeah. It's cool shit.
Yeah.
And then you have like all the outliers of like these isolated countries that had their own whole musical and artistic revolutions
Yeah.
that were completely isolated but still extremely, you know, verbose and varied.
Yeah. I'm thinking specifically of Japan, because for a long
Japan
time they were just
is- yeah.
completely by themselves.
Yeah, Japan is like the easiest example of that.
Mhm.
Because they were just so... They had so much going on. Like, in so many different ways. Like, they had, you know, a different artistic era, like, every 20 years.
Yeah, seriously.
And they... It was impossible for them to be influenced by anything else.
Exactly, yeah.
But I need
It's
to let out the
fucking wild.
baby. 1 second.
Sophie, what do you want? You can go out. Go ahead. I love you. Go. Do what you want. Do what you want.
Oh. Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
But yeah. But, I don't know, the history of art and music in Japan has always been really interesting to me.
Yeah, it's wild, because, like, it's just, I don't know. It's so,
It's very different.
yeah. Because it that it is different. That's
Yeah.
the whole point.
It has a different sensibility. Or rather, I mean, you know, the older and more traditional stuff did.
Yeah.
Because now, you know, music has effectively been globalized.
Yeah, yeah.
It's hard to keep
Back
track
then
of
they
these
had,
things.
like, they had completely different ways to tune their scales and stuff. It was
Mhm.
fucking wild.
Yeah.
And, like, especially in, like, oh my god, Middle Eastern culture is really interesting, too.
Yeah.
Because specifically within them, even still for, like, traditional pieces, if you play a particular pitch, there is a correct way and an incorrect way to play any individual pitch, and it's fucking amazing to see how they pull that kind of stuff off. Just with the way they have to ornament it, or the amount of onset they have to give the, they have to start the pitch at. It's so interesting.
Mhm.
It's so specific.
And there's commonality in those rules among these like different isolated cultures, right?
In the fact that there are scales, I guess so.
Well, no, I'm
there
just,
is there is a way to categorize the pitches. Yes.
I'm just saying, like the fact that interpretation of what sounds good had some level of consistency like that is very interesting to me.
I don't know if I would agree with that.
In terms of that commonality existing.
Yes. Because if someone from Middle East were to listen to something from Britain, say around 1300s, they would despise it because it's not adhering to their rules, and because of that, it sounds terrible to them. Just because, like I said, there's specific ornaments and velocities they had to keep to each individual pitch. And the West just does not have that. We've never had that. So for us to not use it at all would be actually disrespectful to their culture, because they did that because of how they respected their gods. So for us to not do that, they would actually want to kill us. Of course, that's different now, but that's how it was.
Yeah.
1300s.
BB's gonna fucking eat shit and die. I should probably prevent that, because he's my son. I'm gonna get in trouble if I let my son die live on stream. He's gonna be okay. Recurring theme in this game, whenever a character is upset and being emotionally tormented by something, they won't do their victory pose.
Oh.
It's little things like that, this game is on a different level than the vast majority of games I have ever played, and I know that that's a strange thing to say after pointing out something that minor, but you have to understand, everything is like that in this game.
Yeah, exactly. It all stacks up.
Yeah, and
Just little things that nobody else would have thought to bother with.
yeah. Most deaf. But it all comes together beautifully. You do not need disabilities at AIM. But, yeah. Also, music is cool.
Yeah, I think so.
I like it. It seems like you might, enjoy it as well. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I think I would probably like it a lot. If I had to guess.
You ever think about how there's people who don't like music?
Uh,
Like all music?
No, because I don't think that really exists.
There are people who insist that that is true for them.
They insist.
It's very hard to believe.
I guess I haven't properly come across someone like that in real life, but I
Yeah.
feel like they just haven't.
Found it.
They haven't found it, and they haven't tried to find it. I feel like they decided in their heads, I don't like it, and they're just stopping it there.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
Ew. Gross.
It feels more like an impulse than an actual thought-out feeling.
Yeah. Freya is so spirited. I'm spirited for her. I don't even know what that means, but
Oh, you mean Rachel, right?
revolting.
I didn't come up with it. I didn't. Tell me I'm wrong.
You would be hard pressed to find a situation in which that justifies anything.
But tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I did come up with it.
You came up with the idea to abandon your dignity as
not,
a human
that's
being.
not what I'm saying. Did I come up with it, yes or no?
You came up with the idea, yes.
The video game came up with the name Rachel. Is this correct?
Yes.
All right, that's... I win!
You know what? Hey,
Let's win!
actually, wait. No, you didn't. Because, listen, like, someone else came up with the idea of a joke. It was not a name in the head of the person who made it.
They came up with the name Rachel, yes or no?
I'm gonna say no, because it wasn't a name, it was a joke, and there's a difference.
What the... Is there a difference?
Yes.
If I say, oh hi, Clumpton, is that a joke or is that a name?
Joke.
Is it?
Yes.
I disagree.
Where's,
I was calling you it instead of your name.
where's King Mitch when you need him?
Why?
He was a straw poll man.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about those.
I bet everyone has left because we're just rambling about music.
Probably.
No, people are still here. Why are you here? What are you doing? Get out of here! We suck at this.
Get out of here! What are you doing?
Let's see.
Oh man.
Winding down, but still live.
Oh no, I don't think you should tweet out. I'm gonna be out of here in a minute.
Okay, then I'm not going to, I guess. Yeah, I should. I'm about to get to a save point. I'm about to save the Moogle couple.
What the fuck? I didn't do that, did I?
Yes, you did. No. It's the bell and the Koopo nut.
People not. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You were like so upset.
That sounds like my favorite side quest.
Yeah, it's not. I think you have to do it. I believe.
Okay, I guess I just don't remember.
I believe there is no choice, but thou must, and all that. I'm sorry.
What?
What was that?
What, do you want me to do it again? Or?
It sounded very agonized. It sounded like your death sound effect.
It was the pains of my past escaping through my breath.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
Unless it was
If
like
if
relieving.
it ever happens again, there's reason to panic.
This enemy is interesting because she has a chance of effectively countering attacks by casting Might on herself and increasing her attack power. So if the fight drags on, you fucked, and she can one-shot everyone. And this is like a level 12 enemy.
Do you know what my favorite enemy is?
What?
The house with the crab legs.
Oh my god, that thing is amazing. I love that thing.
I do too.
It's called Armstrong.
Is that? It's called arms.
It's called Armstrong for whatever fucking reason.
That's so good.
Darling! Can you hear me? Darling! Can you hear the giggles of a young boy?
It's me.
I didn't expect to see a Moogle here. It's a fucking war. What's wrong? My husband, he's inside this bell. He's a stupid bitch. He picked up the parrot when the sign said no. You
And now
poor
he's
thing.
stuck in the bell.
Freya empathizes the most with her plight because she's fucking abandoned by her lover.
Aw.
Which everything's depressing. Everything sucks. I hate it. Okay, we just held our wedding here, and some scary clowns attacked us, dude. I was so scared, Koopo.
Remember when you used to say Cuppo?
I still say it sometimes. I have also said Cupo.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I like to bother people. I always have.
Uh-huh.
I have always enjoyed doing it.
That's the reason, huh?
Yes!
Okay.
I would not say Cupo if I didn't know that it, like, wouldn't irritate someone. Anyway, this bell's huge. I don't know if we can lift it. Gotta grind her strength, dude. Sniff, sniff. Sniff, sniff. You strange cat fairy, can you please? Personal space. How does she know him? That's, like, never explained. Like, she's just like, I know you! Just like, you do? How?
What part of the game are you at?
The Moogle, the crazy Moogle couple.
I don't remember them.
Gotta flex these nuts.
Okay, where are you in the
did
game?
not explain it? This is officially the best stream. This is the best one. Oh my god. Anyway, Koopo Nut. I love this. Just... Koopo! Darling! Koopo. I love Koopo Nut. I just... Koopo. I love Koopo Nuts.
You fucking piece of garbage.
Darling, where are you going? The girl Moogles have bras. Darling!
What?
They don't have
What?
bras. They're not bras. They look a little bit like bikini tops, but they're vests.
Oh, that's cute.
Gazalamuk Bell. Gazalamuk Bell. Welcome to Gazalamuk Hell. If you know what I'm fucking saying.
Good. Mark, what the fuck are you doing? What was that?
That's my. I've always laughed like this.
Oh.
I wonder if you. Okay, so you talked to fucking Magalini or whatever his name is, and the famous Mughal dictator.
Yes, of course.
And he asks you, I love Kupo nuts. Do you love Quapo nuts? And I'm just like, yeah. What if I say no? And he just like brings out a knife, and it's like the toughest boss fight in the game.
I wouldn't put it past these guys.
Honest to God, that's something I would do. That's something I will do. I will do something that arbitrary.
Hey, fuck off.
Listen, Max, there's a letter from Mudun. It's probably Mudan, whatever. It's probably a letter of congratulations on our marriage. Let's read it.
You say Mudan?
Mudan. That's his name. It's Moodon.
Mudan.
Mudan.
I like that sound a lot.
Mudan. It sounds like a.
Mudan.
It sounds like an awful cow Pokemon. Like one of the.
Mudan.
One of the
Mudan.
one of the objectively badly designed ones that no one likes.
Mudan. Mudan.
It wasn't a congratulation letter, but it was fun to read. Cupo, and like internally she's just crying like so insensitive. Why didn't he congratulate us?
Aww.
I feel so sorry for Magme. Like she married this fucking
nut job.
Oh! That was good.
You make a lot of sounds of being attacked in casual conversation.
That sounded like when Mario gets in Mario 64. He's like, "Oh!"
Yeah. The Mario series is a great cavalcade of grunts.
Oh, absolutely. I love the Toad ones in Mario Kart 64.
Ow!
He goes,
Okay, I think I'm gonna try this once. If it fucks up, then I'm calling off the stream.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to kill a Grand Dragon.
Oh, okay.
If you're going to do this, here's what you need to do. Try this at home. You need antibody. It is handy to have someone who has electrical absorbing equipment. I don't have that, which is a big reason why this might not work. Because he can technically one-shot me. That's not gonna help at all, but whatever. Okay, everyone has antibody, so that helps a little bit, but not a lot. This whole fight comes down to, will Quina live long enough to cast this spell successfully? But if he does, holy shit. Somebody's gonna get overleveled. I'm mainly doing this to demonstrate. I don't actually want to, like, use this overleveled shit. Because it's literally going to make me overpowered. Chris is now playing Arma 3. I'm really happy for him. I should have disabled that. Okay, guess what, Max?
What's that?
This decision has been made for me because it fucking crashed.
Alright.
Is this my punishment?
For what?
For trying to get overleveled. Well, kids, welcome to the planned conclusion of the stream.
It was scripted all along.
I hope that you enjoyed the ride as much as I did. This was incredibly fun. Thank you, Max Boy.
Of course.
This was the best part of this stream so far, I have to say. Or maybe it was the worst because it was very out of focus.
No, it was fine. It's not like you were doing story stuff.
Yeah, for the most part. I feel a little bit bad for talking over what is honestly like a really good tension building scene in terms of, you know, going through Gisalamuk and seeing everybody fucking die.
Oh, yeah.
But whatever.
What were we talking about during then?
Music.
Oh, like the
And-
music history stuff?
Yeah, and Japan and shit.
Oh, that's fine then. That's pretty dope.
Anyway, it was fun.
As long as it was, if it wasn't vomit, we're okay.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, look forward to me and Max's collaborative new gaming channel. Yeah.
Actually, I totally would if you wanted to. But I don't want to make Corey jealous. Because you know he would. He'd say, what the fuck?
You took the words like right out. Like I was about to say it.
You mean what the fuck?
Exactly. It would very much be cheating on him. Absolutely. That is absolutely how he would see it.
So never mind. That's not happening.
Anyway, thank you guys for stopping by. This was so much fun. We need to do this more often.
Okay.
But anyway, for now, I love all you kids. You're really special to me, and thank you for stopping by. I don't know how many of you are like consciously watching this. I have a feeling that a lot of people are off-tabbed and just kind of listening. But anyway,
Yeah, that's what it seemed like most people were doing.
we're done. I love you.
Fuck you!
Whoa.
Mm.
Whoa.
Mm.
Whoa.